we have more content to show you guys. Creator Fest just happened this weekend, and therefore there's tons of videos going out. I've watched plenty of videos. This one in particular, link will be in the description and the pinned comment. This is one of the guys that I've watched for a long time. His name is Assemble. I watch him, Kenny Bomb, the 101. I watched Just Brian. There's so many Smack Talks, New Legacy Inc. There's so many people that I do watch. So if I didn't mention them, forgive me. But I watch a lot of these guys for content, man. It's really good content. So with that being said, I believe Assemble went to Creator Fest, and he's going to break down the Ringside Pass, which I think is probably one of the more important pieces in this game, hands down, simply because the Ringside Pass with the whole season pass thing has been integrated into like a battle pass format. Therefore, as through RXP, I think it's called, forgive me, you would unlock a series of different kind of rewards leading up to free content of wrestlers and legends. And then you have the premium content, which can lead towards some of the, well, I guess both is like my faction stuff. We're going to see right now. He has it here. And as you guys can see, the cover has some of the AAA superstars. So this looks cool. It seems like since this is hovering over that, we might see some AAA superstars make their way into WWE. Let's go ahead and hit play. Again, if you want to support the video, his link is in the pinned comment as well as in the description to see the full thing. I will be cutting this up into pieces out of respect. Let's get it.
Ringside Pass. Today we're talking about 2K26's Ringside Pass. And because I got early access with the game, I'm able to show off
Wait.
the tiers look like. But I hope to give you just some clarity and some insights of my experience and even talking with the developers, some of the exciting stuff for it, but also highlighting what the community's hesitations are, concerns, and why some people may not be excited for it. So let us begin.
Hold on, why is it, I'm trying to rewind it back.
Are
I'm trying to see this part right here. Oh God, it's going so fast. Hold on.
Why some people may not be excited for it. So let us begin. Season 1 of the Ringside Pass. You're gonna have 2 tracks. You have the free track and you have the premium.
Get ready, y'all.
Track. The free track for Season 1 highlights the superstars, the legends, the content you would see typically associated with the supercharger. For example, the free tier, you would see things like Hulk Hogan, the NWO, a lot of the legends, superstars that
I'm glad legends are in the free tier. I'm just good. I've been, oh my God, I've been saying this for a long time. I'm so glad legends aren't like paid in a season pass. And I'm the reason why is like sometimes they'll give you a previous legend and then like they'll be gone for one game and then they'll return again and then add them back into like a season pass. Legends should not be payable. And I feel like, although some of y'all may disagree, I don't feel like people sit here saying, oh my God, like I want Andre the Giant in here. They should just add him for free. And I understand there's like other issues of like paying for the rights, whatever, in those legend contracts, but whatever. You know.
That are usually affiliated with supercharger unlocks, like completing
That's cool.
modes in the game or using the supercharger to just unlock
that's my faction.
Those are shifted over to the battle pass. So things that I noticed were just that, yeah, you have the NWO and DX, different.
Wait, what's this? Women's Trailblazers bundle contains China, Alundra Blaze, Women's Championship 98 WWE. Oh, there's like different bundles.
Character models that are normally supercharged.
Bret the Hitman Hart, Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Oh, like it come with bundles?
Unlocks, they're now in this free tier. Can you just unlock it, you know, day one, get everything in the free tier? No. The same rules apply when it comes to the premium that we'll talk about in a minute. So for the free tier,
damn it, Assemble, damn!
You're gonna go through and collect RXP to unlock every single thing across every single tier. There are 40 tiers, 40 for the free and 40 for the premium. So you can unlock superstars, legends,
Hollywood, Hulk Hogan, WC, okay.
Personas, Alta Tires, VC. There's timed bonus RXP, bundles of superstars where they're going to give you 3 or 5 or, you know, 2 superstars.
That's fire.
A couple of championship belts. Arenas, the cosmetics. There's My Faction VC. There's Island VC. There's
The Rock 01. All right, I'm not here to complain too much. The Rock should have always been in the game. All his variants should always be in the game. But it's in a free tier, so I guess it's just, you know, if they want to do that, whatever. But I thought he was already in the game.
Attribute points for the island. My Faction cards are in there. The personas are also made exclusively for
Content that
Ringside
was already
Pass. When I say
available,
all
they put it
this,
under the free
I'm
tier.
referring to both free and
I
premium.
mean, this.
You're going to see both elements across both tiers. Now, in the early impressions that I got and the early reveal of Season 1 Ringside Pass, it didn't show how much each piece was going to cost in terms of RXP.
That damn.
It didn't disclose on it because it's an early build of the game. It didn't say that Vikingo was 80 or 150 RXP to unlock him, or if you wanted to get Latino Heat Bundle, is it going to be 200 RXP or 80 RXP? Before we go any further, I think that the unlockables they're using for both the free and the premium have very good variety. On the free ones that, you know, if you just buy the standard edition of the game and you have no interest in buying the other editions to give you the Ringside Season Pass, like Season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think that your regular grind.
I do want to be clear. I do want to be very clear. I see the effort in The Rock's face, whatever, but that's still like current day Rock. They just de-aged a little bit with a damn, like, with his hair like that, man. Come on, man.
For it, it's going to be obtainable. And I think that what they're giving you for Season 1 anyways, like the standard kind of unlockables of titles, different models and legends, some of the VC, the RXP bonuses I think are good. That's what a lot of players are going to be able to chip away through very quickly. It's the supercharger stuff, like I said, that is normally put in there and you just unlock it and you're done. And now you're going to have to earn it.
Yeah.
This is also where I think fans are either going to be fine with it or they're going to have a huge hang up with it. Those are unlockables that they're throwing in there on the free and the premium tiers that as you progress and you unlock stuff,
Is that Vikingo?
this is where it's going to allow you to get even more
That mask is
XP playing
crazy.
matches. So they might give you a 10% bonus of XP once you've unlocked this RXP timed bonus. For the next 2 hours, for example, you're going to earn 10% more RXP for everything you do. So those type of things are good because it's going to let you rack it up. The downside with the free track for the Ringside Pass is that it's tied to the RXP. 2K has now changed the model, so you must collect the XP to get these unlockables that normally were free or included.
That's the issue. So a lot of items that were already free that's in the game, they changed it up. And instead of just making it like, because they do this every year. This has been going on for like a decade, even more. Sometimes the items, they want to change, they change up the whole scale of the game. They'll put like some of the items now unlocked if you do challenges like get 3 reversals or 10 reversals in a match. And then you'll unlock something and then you'll realize, wait, that little piece of content, that was already in the game before. Well, they're trying to like change it up. And I don't think that's okay because in this case, it's being tied to something that I think is going to strike a lot of people the wrong way. It's gonna hit people the wrong way. It's gonna pitch a nerve. That RXP stuff, you still got to use that for the freebie, but then you can still pay to unlock tiers on the premium. So that means you may have, I don't even know. And if it does unlock the free tier stuff, then cool. But if not, that means you'll have unlocked premium tiers if you pay, while the free tier still you got to grind for. It's just, it's a mess in my opinion, unless like Assemble knows more. I don't know.
The game you
We'll
bought.
see.
How much RXP do I need roughly then to unlock stuff? That's what a lot of people are going to ask. I asked this. I asked the developers.
Wait a
and
minute.
they were really good at explaining this. They kind of put me at ease a little bit too. They didn't make it feel like it was going to be outlandish to unlock rewards, free or premium. Their take is that they're trying to find that healthy balance of making sure that things that are going to be
Wait a
in the,
minute.
30s and 40 tier on the track are going to require more XP, and you got to get more and to unlock it. However, they would give me the example of completing a match, a singles match or something, is going to get you approximately 80 to 100, 120 RXP. A reward, a basic reward, might cost 80, 90 XP. So what they're trying to say is that for the first several tiers, you could do a lot of basic singles matches and regular play.
But my thing is it like if I unlock one premium tier, does it automatically unlock the free tier section? I believe so. Or is it like separate? I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking
XP
it.
And get enough that you're going to be just unlocking this stuff fairly quickly. But they did want to highlight that they want a balance of all the content in terms of how difficult or easy it is to unlock.
Yo, that's fucking fire.
They don't want to make it so easy that players burn through and unlock everything day one by getting all the XP and then they got nothing, and they're
I think her
waiting
name
5
is
weeks for content.
Flamer or
At the same
Flamer. I don't know how to
token, they didn't
pronounce
want to make
Flamer. Is
it
it
too
Flamer?
difficult and ridiculous where you're having to get thousands of XP just to be like you're halfway through and it's not obtainable. They did reiterate that every single season stays alive. So whether you buy the game, day one, or you wait till almost the end of the year and then you want to get the season pass and the ringside pass, and you get all 6 seasons, for example, you're going to be able to just go back and unlock. Or if you did get it all day one and you're halfway through season 1 and then season 2 drops, but you weren't even done, it stays. You can just go from season 1 to season 2, season 3, and so on.
Okay.
You go back and forth to unlock stuff the way you want, so it doesn't expire. So I thought that
That's
this was
actually
a good
good.
thing. You can add the premium pass as well anytime you want. So the example they gave me was that if you were at tier 20 for the free, you could turn around and buy the season pass, season 1. You'll unlock everything up in the premium to level 20, tier 20. They go in tandem. Free tier,
Okay.
and premium
Thank
pass
you.
tier, those tracks, they work together as they unlock, as long as you have the XP.
Oh.
Now, earning RXP, I gave the example of standard matches, singles matches. You earn RXP
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. I'm really happy about that. Okay.
through everything you do. Universe mode, my GM, match types, regular matches, my faction, the island. You're going to accumulate XP every which way you do this. You could even, they gave the example of, the watch shows feature they've added for universe mode. Even something like that will earn you XP. They're going to add milestones and larger achievements and things in different modes to give you more XP to earn. One of the examples the devs gave me was that they explained if you played 8 regular matches, for example, you'll earn roughly 800 RXP, which is enough to unlock a huge chunk of the tiers. So my takeaway from talking to them, I didn't get the impression that I've got to get 50,000, 100,000 XP to unlock stuff. I'm hearing that it's going to be more balanced and obtainable, because this is the biggest fear I think players have is, one, they're going to have to grind an insane amount to get anywhere with the game and get these unlockables. The other concern has to do with paid skip tiers, and if you
That's what I was looking at.
paid for something like the Monday Night Wars edition, the top tier edition, you've paid for that, which includes access to the 6 seasons, but it doesn't let you unlock it. It's like having the permission, the opportunity to grind for the content.
That's the best way to explain it. It's honestly like okay, you don't want tickets to the Bahamas, but you gotta pay. You won tickets to the hotel to go to the Bahamas. You still gotta pay for your flight, the food, and everything else. You just get to go to the Bahamas. You get to go. If you make it there, you have something to look forward to, but you still got to pay for everything around it. That's how I looked at it, and I'm like, that's how NBA 2K is, bruh. You get, now it's almost like okay, you want to come through the door? All right, it costs 15, whatever. It allows you to open the door, but now you got to pay for everything else that's inside this door. Like that's the disparaging thing. Those are the things that I'm like, oh man, I'm iffy about. I don't know if Assemble plays NBA 2K. I can almost assure and let him know and let you guys know it's expensive for NBA 2K. For WWE, they did it softly, just like the island. To get to level 99 costs like $20, $20-$30 if I'm not mistaken. Whereas in 2K, you got to spend crazy amounts. Each season costs $10, and then it costs like $40 or it costs like $20 or something like that to skip all the tiers. In totaling out to like $290 something to $400 in total. That in like all 6 seasons. That's so expensive. So understanding that, just know that wrestling is so much more bigger, in my opinion, than basketball. I hate to be that guy. I believe wrestling has reached that tier of like, not saying so much bigger, but like I've reached that tier that is very notable, like everywhere around the world, even in like poor countries compared to like in the same association as basketball. So, but with NBA 2K is so established, they charging so much money. WWE is on its way, unfortunately.
This is the problem I think players have, and you tell me in the comments, but this is the impression I get from a lot of the community, is the issue they have is, I'm paying the 160, 180 bucks, whatever, for the Monday Night Wars edition. I get the 6 seasons included, but nothing's unlocked. You have to grind. So then they do talk about paid skip tiers. The dollar amount for paid skip tiers has not been confirmed. The approximate estimate that we got was $1.99 to skip a tier. But I'll read it.
Ooh. Skip it. Let me pull out my calculator. And again, Assemble's just commentating and giving us the information. He is not a developer. He's not. You can't get mad at the brother for just commentating and giving us the info. So $1.99 times 40, $79.60 times 6. That's $477. And if you don't have the Ringside Pass, you might have to pay an extra $10 per season. Oh my God. See.
Great. It's not confirmed by 2K. So in a tier, you'll see
it's not confirmed though.
Examples for the battle pass. You'll have like 2 items sometimes in the free. You'll have 2 items in the paid premium, and that's tier 1. If you want to skip that,
wait,
in the free, you'll have 2 items in the paid premium.
Contains Final Fiend Bray Wyatt, WWE. Okay, all right, he's in the free,
and that's tier 1. If you want to skip that, buy it and just skip ahead a tier. It might cost players $2 to do that for every tier. If you don't want to grind, let's say you went all the way to level 40, you just went across to the whole end of the thing, and you said, I don't want to pay for this to grind it. I want to skip. So you could pay to skip the tiers, but that's going to cost you approximately $80 to skip all the tiers, the entire season.
This is why I fuck with him, because he's being honest. Like, he's just letting y'all know. He's not saying, hey, I think it's okay. It's not. It's just, he's just being honest. He's letting people know that what we got to look, what we're looking forward to, like what's happening.
In one of the battle pass, and now you have everything. But this is the problem I see, is like you've already paid for, example, Monday Night Wars edition, where you paid for the access to those tiers. Now you're paying an additional $80 roughly to skip it all and buy it and get it all unlocked. That is the player's choice. You can grind.
Screw you Fortnite!
Collect your XP and chip away at it for 5-6 weeks, and then the next season comes out, and the next season comes out. And if there's stuff that you're really wanting to get, pay to get the thing unlocked, and you don't have to worry about it. But because we don't know the cost of each item, each persona, the unlockables in the premium, how much XP you need once you get to like level 30, 35, and even the top 40.
Undertaker 98, Farouk Paul Bear, Ministry of Darkness bundle. What the hell?
How much is it to get those final pieces? This is the balancing act that they got to be very careful with, in my opinion, because you could really turn away a lot of players if they feel the value isn't there and the grind is too high. So when you do look at the end of 6 seasons, and not every player is going to do this, and if you choose to skip tiers to get everything, I think that's the player's choice. They have the option there. The seasons don't expire. But it's the player's choice to go and say, all right, I'm going to spend, let's just say $40, $60, and I'm going to unlock all the tiers because I don't want to worry about it. But I've already paid for the whole game, so the cost is getting higher and higher. If I do this over 6 seasons, you're like in the realm of $500 or more just on paid skip tiers. That's paid skip tiers. Not to mention the cost of the game you already paid, well over $100. If you were somebody that said, every time they drop a season, I'm unlocking everything, I'm going to pay for it, and I got the Monday Night Wars edition because I got all the seasons, plus I got the additional content that comes with it. If you did that every single season, by the time you got to Christmas, when it's all done, you probably have spent over $600 on the video game.
Man, Fortnite did this shit.
So that's a lot. If you're somebody that got the standard edition, the CM Punk edition, where you don't get any season pass, you can do all the free stuff and do that right away. And that does sound like it's going to be pretty easy to unlock. The free tier for season 1, it sounds like it's going to be just crank it out. But if you didn't want season 1 content, you didn't want any content of the premium because you're trying to save money, then get the standard edition, wait. And if there is a season that you were like, hey, that looks really cool, I'm going to now get that season. You can buy that season pass, which is something I'd recommend a lot of players do as the seasons roll out. If you've got just the standard edition, don't run out and buy, all 6 seasons if you don't feel there's enough value there. Shift gears a little bit for some of the content. Personas, for example. One good thing that they're doing is, yes, they're going to have dedicated personas that are just for the Ringside Pass. They are separate from what they create for my faction. They don't overlap. One example that's in Season 1 is going to be Stephanie Vaquer. She has a persona model that's in there that you can unlock, and when you do unlock it, it acts as an alt attire. The only way that it's going to be a separate slot for the character is if there's some elements that are totally different. The entrance motion, the Tron, all these other things are completely different. Then there'll be individual new superstars. But for somebody like Stephanie Vaquer with her blue attire, it acts as another attire slot for her. The devs also explained to me, they were sitting there with me, and they explained how they have a lot of the seasonal content figured out, obviously. They are very excited for what comes around Season 3 and beyond. Because they said, from their perspective, they have a lot of really cool stuff that they've been working on. And it's not only just superstars, but you're going to see taunts, moves added in. There are more arenas that they've already added in for Season 1, but also 2, 3, 4, etc.
We'll see, man.
They're beefing up the content in there. So there's going to be a lot in the game. By the time you would get to Season 6, your roster is huge. The amount of arenas that you have exclusive for you is way more. You've collected a lot of VC to be able to do stuff like play my faction if that's your thing, or you've collected VC for the island or island parts or card packs. You've played universe mode constantly, you've earned XP along the way. Same with my GM. They're doing way more, they said, once it comes to Season 3 and 4 and beyond, where they feel that the content is going to be taken up a notch even more, and they are very excited about it. My concern is RXP to unlock premium content, how much it will be. Will you get halfway through it and then Season 2 is about to drop and you're nowhere near being able to finish the Season 1 because it's just so much to grind, where they're like, here's 100 XP and you need 800 to 1,000 to get to the next tier because you're stuck, and there's just it's gonna take too long. And every player is different as well, and that's my thing. I ain't playing video games for 9 hours straight and grinding. Everyone's situation is different.
Yeah,
that's pick up and play some matches, have some fun, and I'm earning the XP. That's cool. I want to unlock the stuff, but I don't have the time to sit and grind for weeks to just get the abundance of it. Not to mention,
can I be completely honest with you? I'm on that same side. I don't have the time because we do so much outside of just uploading here. We try to go live as much as possible. We cover so much things, and I take care of everybody in the household, man. What the hell are we doing? But here's my thing. That's not to say that some of y'all out there may have the free time. The problem that I genuinely have is use something else for the damn battle pass. Why did you have to integrate the season pass? You could have been like, y'all been asking for every iteration of Kane? Well, guess what? 98 Kane's gonna come with the game. But to get every version of the Kane is gonna be a part of premium. Oh, you guys been wanting to see Stone Cold when he had freaking hair? Then guess what? You're gonna see it in this one. Or just shit that we thought we would never be able to see, or some crazy stuff that we would love to have. If you added a more in-depth builder, and then you added items to that would have been insane. Or some crazy, it has to be something insane or something that we never thought you guys would do. But you took something that we already had, we gave the money in for. We understood the battle, we understood the season pass. You took that, the very thing people look forward to is the season pass, because they look at who you're going to bring new to the game, and you then added that to the battle pass. That was where I had the big, holy, that's messed up. That's messed up. And you Fortnited us because you're doing it in NBA 2K. It's grimy, yo.
There are certain modes that I don't play a ton with. It's not that I don't like them that much. It's just I just don't play them. I don't play my faction a ton, and I don't play the island a ton. At least I didn't in the last year's game. I didn't really touch the island that much because it didn't speak to me. That's all. But how much XP is going to be locked into the island, incentivizing you to get into the island, or incentivizing you to play more my faction, to earn XP, to unlock the battle pass, and that might not jive with a lot of fans. So in summary and conclusion, there's a lot here to dissect and divulge and go through, right, of the battle pass and the concerns players have, legitimate concerns they have. And I raised those. I tried to at least speak on, hey, this is what people are concerned about. This is what they're worried about, that it is going to be an extensive grind that no one will ever be able to complete and get the unlockables. And then it all just goes off to the end of the game. And, you know, they spent hundreds of dollars.
I'm biting my nails. I'm getting anxious.
Kind of pigeonholed and felt like they have to skip tiers because it's too much. So I tried. Am I going to play the battle pass and unlock stuff? Yeah, I'm going to play it as much as I normally do every single year for the games. I think that the unlockables they have in there for season 1, under the free and the premium tracks, I think they're pretty good. I don't hate the model. I think the old way of like, here's your 5 DLC characters, I was bored of it. I didn't like half of it because I'm like, I don't need NBA stars and celebrities.
I don't need those people, man. I don't need celebs, bro.
I want new content.
I don't care about celebrities, man. Let them be celebrities, but I don't need them in the game. NBA players, you added way too many. Halliburton was cool. We didn't need nobody else, bro. I would have rather I show speed. He took a spear.
Content that way. This is their first year of it.
The fact that they got Billy Gunn in here is crazy. That contract he got is nuts.
Which you're going to see some stuff that you're like, I'm probably not that interested in, or you're going to see stuff that you are really hyped about. For example, like season 1, you got Vikingo, Triple Mania.
Look at Triple H, man. He look crazy. Triple H looks crazy, bruh. He look like one of the Von Erichs, man. Holy shit.
Arena is in there. The AAA title is there. There's multiple AAA stars. Mr. Iguana is in there for season 1. They dumped a lot of what would normally be big DLC content. They put it in there. It was in the premium track, yes. But what I'm saying is they're already giving players like brand new DLC content. AAA superstars peppered throughout the premium season pass. Vikingo is the first thing you can unlock. So I see a lot of positives there where 40 tracks on the free, 40 on the premium, you're getting 80 tiers total of content. We also talked about players wanting to know what's coming up for the next season. And the devs did mention that they're going to be doing their best to make sure that players have an idea of what's coming, that they will advertise it, showcase it ahead of time, enough time ahead, like not 5 days before the release of the next season. And then it's like, here, you got a little bit of a taste of what's to come. They want to keep the cycle of content going at a rate where some players or a lot of players might finish up in 4 weeks, and week 5 or week 6 is when you're going to see season 2 or 3, for example, that's going to drop. They want to have it just flowing, where you're always going to kind of be in the know of what's coming next. Once the game officially comes out, then I'm going to go through and see how much a grinding takes, and then I can give you full feedback as well. So, love to know your thoughts. What do you think of the Ringside Pass, the Battle Pass, and everything I've tried to cover
today?
I tried to do as much detail as I possibly can with the information that I have available. If you guys want to talk about gameplay impressions, I got that video right here for you. It's my hands-on experience with the game, just pure gameplay impressions. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. See ya.
Shout out to Assemble. I got a cough. Hold on. Oh my God, I've been wanting to cough for a whole time. So, shout out to Assemble, man. He's just reporting on the news. He's reporting on some of the stuff that he got. And that's what I needed to know, like, about the Ringside Pass. My personal thoughts is we don't have to shit on people for this, like companies and shit. I just don't agree with the model being used for something that we always had on a different scale. It was always regular. It was always just a regular, the supercharged thing with the season pass. You get the 5 characters, all that good stuff. You could have found something completely different. You know what you could have done? You could have put the TNA superstars under the premium. You could have put the Zack Ryder and the Dolph Ziggler name under premium, along with their character models as a regular, to have different variants of them, like Matt Cardona and Zack Ryder, or Dolph Ziggler and Nick Nemeth. Like, you could have had all those guys under the premium. That would have been, hey, listen, I'll pay for that. Or I'll play the game enough for it. You know what I mean? But I'm saying, like, the fact that you got to pay to get access, it's literally buying tickets to a movie, and then you got to pay for the food to enjoy the movie. So you got to buy access to get access to it, to see it, to get access, and then you buy the season pass, then you gotta also grind out to unlock them. And if you decide to pay for the tiers, that's essentially buying food for the movie. Or else you're just gonna watch that movie with no bev. That shit's crazy. But let me know what y'all think. Shout out to Assemble, man. Links will be in the description below. God damn, his camera is beautiful, man. And I'm out of here. God bless. Peace.